She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
The general prologue is the first part of the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. It introduces the frame story in which a group of pilgrims traveling to the shrine of Thomas à Becket in Canterbury agreed to take part in a storytelling competition and describes the pilgrims themselves. The prologue is arguably the most familiar section of the Canterbury Tales, depicting traffic between places, languages, and cultures, as well as introducing and describing the pilgrims who will narrate the tales. The frame story of the poem, as set out in the 858 lines of the Middle English, which make up the general prologue, is of a religious pilgrimage. The narrator, Geoffrey Chaucer, is in the Tabard Inn in Southwark, where he meets a group of sundry folk who are all on the way to Canterbury, the site of the shrine of St. Thomas à Becket, a matter reputed to have the power of healing the sinful. The setting is April, and the prologue starts by singing the praises of that month, whose rains and warm western wind restore life and fertility to the earth and its inhabitants. The abundance of life, the narrator says, prompts people to go on pilgrimages in England, and the goal of such pilgrimages is in the shrine of Becket, the martyr. The narrator falls in with a group of pilgrims, and the largest part of the prologue is taken up by a description of them. Chaucer seeks to describe their condition, their array, and their social degree. The narrator expresses admiration and praise towards the pilgrims' abilities. The pilgrims include a knight, his son, a squire, the knight's yeoman, the prioress accompanied by a nun and the nun's priest, a monk, a friar, a merchant, a clerk, a sergeant of law, a franklin, a haberdager, a carpenter, a weaver, a dyer, a tapestry weaver, a cook, a shipman, a doctor of physic, a wife of Bath, a parson, and his brother, a ploughman, a miller, a manciple, a reeve, a summoner, a pardoner, the host, a man called Haribali, and Chaucer himself. At the end of this section, the host proposes that the group write together and entertain one another with stories. He lays out his plan. Each pilgrim will tell 2 stories on the way to Canterbury and 2 on the way back. Whoever has told the most meaningful and comforting stories will receive a meal, and this meal will be paid by all on their way back. Now, the company agrees and makes the host its governor, judge, and record keeper. They set off the next morning and draw straws to determine who will tell the first tale. The knight wins and prepares to tell his tale as they move on. The general prologue opens with a description of April showers and the return of spring. When that April with its shores soaked, the drought of March had pierced to the road. He begins and writes about the burgeoning flowers and singing birds. The sun has gone through the second half of the zodiac sign Aries, the ram. Budding, lost field springtime is also the time when people desire to go on pilgrimage. The travelers from all corners of England make the journey to Canterbury Cathedral to seek the help of the Blessed Martyr. The first sentence of the general prologue is one of the most important 18 lines of poetry in England. Writers ever since Chaucer's day have used and responded to this expression of springtime. The combination of the awakening physical landscape with a desire to go on pilgrimage mixes bodily lust with religious zeal. The pilgrims seek help from the martyr St. Thomas à Becket. For another interpretation of this great poem, I caught up with Mme Ano Beatrice, National Pedagogic Inspector Emeritus, who explains that the general prologue is relevant to the contemporary Cameroonian society.
Chaucer's general prologue to the Canterbury Tales can be described as a timeless piece of work. When we look at the characters and we look at the themes depicted in this work of art, we'll find them relevant to our society today. I want us to look at the theme of universal human nature. Chaucer's characters embody fundamental human traits like greed, pride, humility, and kindness, which are still present in people today. If we look at social commentary, the characters represent various social classes and occupations, offering a diverse look and types of people as we have in our society naturally. We look at the moral struggle. Characters like the pardoner and the wife of Bath grapple with moral problems, making them relatable to modern readers facing similar ethical choices today. They are all around us. We can consider Chaucer's general prologue to the Canterbury Tales like a piece of bitter satire of societal critique. We'll find that Chaucer uses characters like the monk and the friar to critique societal norms and institutions, echoing contemporary satire and social commentary. There are characters that symbolize virtues and vices, like we can find the knight and the plowman. There are people who are of deep psychological complexity. Chaucer's characters exhibit nuanced personalities, motivations, flaws, making them feel realistic and familiar to modern readers. The characters and the themes are adaptable. Chaucer's characters and themes are adaptable. The motifs have been adopted and interpreted in literature and art throughout history, demonstrating their enduring relevance. All these factors combined make the characters in Chaucer's general prologue timeless, allowing readers to connect with them across centuries, across nations, across people. We continue to make the analysis. We go down, we try to see whether Chaucer's characters can be found in Cameroon. I want us to look at the pardoner. He's like the fake pastors, traditional healers, or false prophets that we have who exploit people's beliefs for personal gain. The wife of Bath can be looked at as a strong, outspoken woman, the feminist activist, an entrepreneur or politician who challenges patriarchal norms. The monk represents the corrupt religious leaders or pastors who prioritize material worth over spiritual guidance. The knight is still one of those who are honorable and good leader, like the fonds, the chiefs, activists, or community leaders who uphold justice and protect the people, the underdogs, those who do not have voices, the vulnerable. All these people can be found in our Cameroonian community today.
Thank you for presentation. This has been K.K Bonteh, your host.
She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes.